30th of October 2023. It's a mild morning here with a bit of drizzle around. Now I'm going to talk about Brid Smith. I have people, I don't listen to the media at all, but I have plenty of people who ring me up and tell me what they're after hearing on the radio. And on this morning was Brid Smith. She's a TD in Dublin. Now this is her photograph here. Now it says here, she's born 1961 and she's an Irish People Before Profit Solidarity politician who has been chopped the dole TD for Dublin South Central since 2016. And she has announced she's not running again. She has announced she's not running again. Now you will know I made a recent video. It was uploaded on the 25th of October 2023 and it got 388 views, and it's called Migrant Dole Offerings. Migrant Dole Offerings, and I got a lot of compliments on it. It got an awful lot of comments there. It's well worth reading it, folks. All you have to do is go in there. It's only a recent one there. Migrant Dole Offerings on real true education, not fake news. Okay. Now the bold Brid Smith used to be on in the Dáil all about the energy transition. Oh, the energy transition to renewable energy. A total idiot, wishful thinking, totally ignoring the laws of the Oireachtas that she was serving under, and the SEA directive, the EIA directive, the Habitats directive, and the Pollution Control directive. We're going to transition. We're going to transition. And she's a working class one from a working class community and gets elected by working class. Well, I think they're beginning to see through her. Now, the thing is, that video was viewed by government because it was on the radio this morning that they're now considering cutting the dole for migrants. They're now considering cutting the dole for migrants, and the Greens, as the junior partner in the Fianna Fáil Fine Gael coalition, are kicking up. And that proves what I have said about the Greens and their leader Eamon Ryan, who said he wants 5 million migrants into Ireland. He said that in 2016. It's on the record. I made a video on it there. Okay, so they're out to fill this country with migrants. That's what the Greens are doing. And then they tell us we have to reduce our emissions. Well, how is that going to reduce our emissions? Okay, we'll deal with him a little bit more on another video. But the point about it is, she was on this morning and she says it's hypocritical to cut the dole for migrants. It's hypocritical to cut the dole for migrants. Now, I have made the point that the right thing is to leave whatever social welfare we have for our own people, and those who come here who have no connection with this country are a totally different item altogether and should be treated totally different. And in the case of Ukraine refugees, they should be temporary. They should be told they're temporary. They should be given enough to live on, to not leave them hungry or cold, and a bit of some kind of accommodation. And that's it. They shouldn't compete with our poor people sleeping on the streets. But that means nothing to the like of Brid Smith, because what she's on about is a vicious ideological campaign which is shared by the Labour Party in Britain, part of the Conservative Party, by the left wing in Germany, who are now forced to consider deporting the migrants. That's what the electorate in Germany are dishing up to Herr Schulz and his left-wing Greens and all of them. And even the Greens are changing their mind. It's the same in Italy, and people are getting sick of it. And now there's talk that President Donald Trump will get back in and push out Biden, who recently started to rebuild the border wall that Trump was criticised for building in the first place. Okay, now this is what she says. So she thinks renewable energy works. I've proven that's a scam. She's an idiot. She thinks that we should take in and pay full dole, full benefit to everyone from the whole world with a population of 8 million. There is nothing wrong with a person maybe who has poor prospects, maybe not any skills, maybe a bit lazy, maybe with a medical condition, leaving Africa, Asia, the Pacific, and South America. Come to Ireland and avail of your dole payout, €240 a week, your dog allowance, your all these allowances, get all the free healthcare you want, and everything. So when Brid Smith promised at the last election that she was going to bring these improved social welfare, She wasn't speaking for the people of Dublin South at all, Dublin South Central at all. She was speaking for the people I'm after mentioning, away abroad, several thousand miles away. And that is the reality of what this one is doing. That is what these people are about. And how can we, and how can I, get it drilled into the heads of the people of Dublin South Central that this socialist thing is not for them? What's promised at the next election, it'll not be for them. It's for blank strangers. Now, there are big protests on all over the country, and that includes the East Wall, where they try to horse in bus loads of migrants and force them into East Wall, and there are protests there. She's decided she's not running again. She's no loss. I want to meet her. I'll meet her. Come on. I'll soon have it out in a debate. But she'll not do that. So that's Brid Smith for you folks. That's the great socialist. Oh, the great socialist. That's what you really have. I said before, when Assie Bibi, a Christian lady, brought water to Muslim working women where she was working, and she didn't serve it in the right container, they picked an attack on her and eventually harassed her till they got her sentenced to death by hanging, and she was 2 years in jail while her children sat outside, and eventually with world pressure they managed to get her out, and the next thing was to find a place for her, her husband and her children. And Ireland refused. Ireland refused. Patrick Manning, Minister Brendan Howlin, the former politician for Labour in Wexford, and myself were the only three in the entire island of Ireland that said, go and let her in. Let her in and let her come to our community and let her go up to the chapel and go to Mass and all that. And that's what they didn't want. That's what they didn't want. If she had to be of some weird foreign mad religion from God Timbuktu, doing all kinds of mad stuff and cruel stuff and circumcising their children and belting about and doing all this stuff, they'd be 100% welcome. 100% welcome. That is the treachery of the left in Ireland, and Brid Smith is no different. Give me a thumbs up, give me a thumbs down, and don't be afraid to spread this among your friends. I make no apology. This is how it is, and I'm not one bit afraid of any of these creeps. Good luck. Bye-bye. Thank you.